eyes into the spotlight with Lumify eye drops. Lumify dramatically reduces redness to help your eyes look brighter, whiter, and more luminous, radiant, vibrant for up to 8 hours. Lumify. You won't believe your eyes.
Panera chefs have crafted a masterpiece. Succulent seared chicken, a secret aioli, clean ingredients, in a buttery brioche roll made fresh to leave you speechless. Panera's new Chef's Chicken Sandwiches. $1 delivery fee on our app.
Tomorrow on ET, Ryan Gosling versus Chris Evans.
I can't think of anything more exciting.
We're talking to the cast of The Gray Man. Plus, Bahamas Week takes flight with Top Gun Maverick's Tarzan. Is a possible sequel in the works?
If we can't top it, we won't do it.
Miss Monica.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And because we love you so much and you did such a great job.
Happening now.
Growing concern among some women over the access to contraceptives.
What doctors are saying and what you can do if you're denied reproductive services. Next.
Now, temperatures will come down by a few degrees in the coming days, but it is still going to be hot. And coming up, we'll take a look at who won the rain lottery today and what our rain chances are in the near future.
And with temperatures hitting record-breaking highs, this is definitely not a good time for your air conditioner to break down.
Coming up, some simple things you can do to make sure it keeps cooling. The news at 5 starts right now.
A breaking news update in the Uvalde school shooting, first at 5. Today, the public getting a glimpse at the 77-minute hallway video showing law enforcement's actions leading up to the moment the gunman was killed inside Robb Elementary.
The video was supposed to be shared with the victims' families on Sunday. However, the Austin American-Statesman released an edited version of that video on its website, which they obtained from an unknown source.
Lee Waldman is live in Uvalde, where City Council is set to meet tonight. Lee, have you received any reaction from the community about the sudden public release of the video?
At this point, no public reaction to the video. We're waiting for people to show up for the city council meeting. It's about an hour away from where we are right now. But up until this point, all we have seen from inside of Robb Elementary that day were still images. This 4-minute long edited video posted by the Austin American-Statesman today shows just a picture of what happened on May 24th inside of Robb Elementary. When the video starts, you'll see the gunman crashes his vehicle before approaching that school and starting to fire outside. You'll then hear a woman on the phone calling in that gunfire and then asking students to come inside of their classrooms. The gunman then enters the school holding a rifle. He walks down the hallway and towards a classroom. You'll only see one child in this video. That child then sees the gunman approaching the classroom and turns around and goes the other way. As soon as the gunman enters the classroom, you'll hear over 100 rounds fired in just a matter of seconds. The sounds of children inside of that classroom have been edited out. Minutes later, law enforcement enters the school and pushes towards the classroom. They're then pushed back by the sound of more gunfire. As the video speeds through, you'll see more law enforcement approaching the classroom before breaching that door and killing the gunman. According to State Representative Dustin Burrows, this video was supposed to be shown to the Uvalde community on Sunday before it was shown to the public. We asked District Attorney Christina Mitchell-Busby today about the release and why she prevented it from happening sooner.
Ms. Busby, just a brief comment or a statement regarding the video released today on the Austin American-Statesman inside of Robb Elementary. I'm going to ask Council to leave. I'll give no comment.
You see there, Ms. Busby didn't offer any comments. Now, I mentioned that city council meeting is happening in just under an hour at this point inside of the Civic Center behind me. We imagine lots of members of the community will be inside of this meeting. What impact this video release has on this meeting today is unclear at this point, but we'll bring you all of the updates as they happen. Reporting live in Uvalde, Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Lee. And State Rep Dustin Burrows, who is the investigative committee chair, commenting on the video released today. He says in part, quote, "While I am glad that a small portion is now available for the public, I do believe watching the entire segment of law enforcement's response, or lack thereof, is also important," end quote. The state investigative committee says it does plan to release the video to the public sometime this weekend.
And you can stay up to date with all of the Uvalde updates by following us on social media and by downloading the KSAT News app on your smart device. You can also find all this information on our website, ksat.com, and stick with us on air for the newest information in this case. A shooting in the middle of the day sends 2 people to the hospital on the west side.
And now San Antonio police have 1 person detained for questioning. The shooting happened around 1:15 at the Westwood Plaza apartment complex on Westwood Drive. That's near Military Drive and Highway 90. When police arrived, they found a teenage girl and a woman wounded inside. Both were taken to the hospital with the teen in critical condition.
And we are learning more about one of 2 men found dead on the northeast side last week. One man has been identified as 59-year-old Victor Manuel Rodriguez. He and a second man were found Friday in the 10,400 block of Perrin Vital near Wurzbach Parkway. Rodriguez, who San Antonio police believe was experiencing homelessness, died of a gunshot wound to his head. The other man has not been identified. This is the second double homicide involving 2 men believed to be homeless in that area. Days prior, 2 other men were found dead about a half-mile away on Perrin Central. Their names have not been released.
In San Antonio and the U.S., doctors say birth control is in demand after the fall of Roe v. Wade. Some women have voiced their fear that the Supreme Court's decision could threaten other reproductive treatments and rights to contraceptions. And they're not alone. In a statement, the American College of Physicians says, in part, quote, the decision has the potential to restrict the ability to access contraception or fertility treatments in some states. One OBGYN here in San Antonio says there's been specific interest in tubal ligation, most commonly known as getting your tubes tied.
Traffic has picked up at Dr. Cristina Gutierrez's office at St. Luke's Hospital.
In my office is that we are putting in a lot more IUDs and contraceptive implants than I would say compared to this time period a year or 2 ago.
However, most women come in asking for the irreversible contraception form, tubal ligation.
Having your tubes tied actually is the most common form of contraception.
According to Dr. Gutierrez, women as young as 21 qualify for the procedure, yet many like TikToker Olivia Downs have taken to social media to share their doctor's hesitancy or refusal for tubal ligation. One of her videos posted on TikTok has been viewed more than 3 million times.
I like that option. Well, no, you might meet Mr. Right.
And while ethically a doctor cannot refuse the procedure without citing medical concerns, they can encourage the patient to consider all contraceptive options.
The greatest risk is the risk of regret.
If ultimately refused by a provider, the patient can request that it be noted in their medical chart in case they plan to seek a second opinion.
Outside, flying high above the city in Sky 12. Got to wonder what the temperature is inside a helicopter at about 1,000 feet above.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at that picture there, you would never guess that it's 105 degrees, hot and humid out there.
You would never guess unless you've been here for the last few days, because we are continuing our trend of record-breaking heat. 104 today so far for the high temperature. Although, yeah, that bug at the bottom of your screen does say 105. We'll be waiting for the National Weather Service to see what the official high is coming up in the next hour or so. So again, beating that record set back in 1933. Elsewhere, it was 110 in Del Rio in Warren's backyard. Shirts got lucky today, won the rain lottery, but only 0.05 of an inch of rainfall. Otherwise, it's 104 in Seguin, 101 in Windcrest, 106 in Mico. It has been an impressively hot first half of July. I'll have those details for you. Every single day has been at 100 degrees. And we'll talk about winning the rain lottery over the next few days, at least for a couple of people. All that forecast coming up.
Thank you, Sarah. There has never been a good time for your home's air conditioner to go on the fritz, but this would probably be the worst. So 12 on your sides, Marilyn Morris has some things you can do to keep that AC happy and humming.
As the temperature soars, so does Darius McInnes's popularity. He and the AC specialists at Schaefer Services are busy with calls for help.
Something's gone out, like inside coils leaking, outdoor coils leaking, the condenser stopped working.
Not cool. To avoid an AC emergency, McInnes says maintenance is everything by a pro at least once a year. But there are some things you can do too, like be sure your condenser is free from brush, leaves, and dirt. It needs space to do its job.
You do want to make sure you hose this down once or twice a year.
Turn it off first.
Just take a water hose and give it a good rinse all the way around.
A big culprit for AC trouble, filthy filters. Check and change them more often in summer.
If your filter's dirty and it's in there, you might as well just not have no filter. You're basically suffocating your system by not changing out your filter.
And help your AC out by giving it less work to do. Go ahead and pull those blinds and shades to keep the heat out of the house. Run those ceiling and floor fans and raise the thermostat a bit when you leave the house, but don't turn it off. Finally, with the sun beating down on your roof, you need adequate insulation in that attic.
Without having any insulation, you're causing your unit to work harder, which is going to shorten the life of your unit.
And this is no time for the air conditioner to call it quits. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
All right. Outside, look at the roads. The good news is it may be 105, but the traffic's moving.
And that's always a good sign. You're looking at I-35 out South Cross. Things look like they're going smooth for now.
And boy, have we got something fun coming for you in just about a little over a month. The KSAT Pigskin Classic is next month, but tickets are on sale at Las Palapas locations right now.
Our Greg Simmons has more from Las Palapas on O'Connor Road. Greg, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I can report to you it is very hot, but this is also the hot ticket in town, the KSAT Pigskin Classic right here. This will be on August the 27th, but our ticket partners right here, Las Palapas. You can purchase these tickets right now for just $15 for all 3 games. And here's a little incentive for you. If you come over to this location, O'Connor and 1604, the first 50 people will receive a coupon right here for cheese enchilada plate or Flauta special as well. And you also get this free t-shirt that they have here, the KSAT Pigskin Classic, presented by your San Antonio area Chevy dealers. And also with all the teams in the back, including Smithson Valley going up against Reagan. We also have Judson and Johnson, Steele and Brennan. All this available to the first 50 people today. We'll have more about all this coming up in sports. Live from Las Palapas, Greg Simmons, KSAT 12 Sports.
Get inside, Greg, before you melt. Still ahead at 5, the Omicron subvariant BA2 causing more new cases to pop up by the day. And it has the FDA considering additional measures, what they're considering, and whether it applies to you. Coming up.
And First Lady Jill Biden's trip to San Antonio, not going exactly as planned. She was in town yesterday to speak at a Latinx conference. What was said that has her apologizing today? That story when we come back.
Coming up at 6, hundreds of cooling kits are hitting the road to help San Antonio's beat the heat. Coming up, RJ Marquez visited the Meals on Wheels warehouse to see how the organization is planning to keep their clients safe during this heat wave and how you can help this Saturday.
And growing a garden is hard work, but add in scorching temps and it takes much more than a green thumb to keep your plants alive. Sarah Acosta explains the secret to keep your garden growing in these triple-digit temps. That's tonight at 6. And the First Lady of the United States apologizing today regarding a speech she gave in San Antonio yesterday. While speaking at the Unidos U.S. Latinx conference, Dr. Jill Biden compared the diversity among Latinos to distinct bodegas in New York, beautiful blossoms in Miami, and San Antonio's unique breakfast tacos. The National Association of Hispanic Journalists took offense, saying in a tweet, quote, "We are not tacos," end quote. This morning, the First Lady spokesperson responded saying, quote, "The First Lady apologizes that her words conveyed anything but pure admiration and love for the Latino community," end quote. You can read the full story on KSAT.com.
White House health officials holding a briefing today to address the highly transmissible Omicron subvariant BA5. As ABC's Rena Roy explains, a rise in cases across the U.S. has the FDA considering expanding eligibility for a second booster shot for some Americans.
Health officials sounding the alarm about a potential COVID resurgence with Omicron subvariants spreading fast, including BA5, which is now estimated to account for nearly 2/3 of new COVID cases.
We have been watching this virus evolve rapidly, We've been planning and preparing for this moment.
The White House COVID response team addressing the recent rise in new cases.
We do know it to be more transmissible and more immune evading.
Experts urging Americans to get vaccinated and tested regularly. They're also recommending masking up once again in high-risk areas. The FDA and CDC considering expanding eligibility so that more Americans can get second booster shots. Right now, it's only recommended for adults over 50 years old and the immunocompromised. Many Americans not up to date on their vaccine. Moderna reporting its new booster produced 6 times more antibodies against the BA4 and 5 subvariants a month after injection. But that new shot won't likely be available until October or November at the earliest.
If you get vaccinated today, you're not going to be ineligible to get the variant-specific vaccine as we get into the later part of fall and winter. So this is not a trade-off. We've got plenty.
Scientists are also tracking another new subvariant called BA2.75. Just a handful of cases have been detected in the U.S. And while it is too soon to say whether it will become dominant across the country, it has some mutations that are concerning to experts. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Taking a live look at the heat.
Yeah.
San Antonio.
You know, this morning we had some rain just like east of San Antonio, and it was cloudy, and it was like, oh, maybe it won't get quite to 100 today.
I felt one drop on my forehead, and I celebrated. Yes, I
Well, Alicia, you would be somebody who won the rain lottery today. And the south side of Bexar County really did win the rain lottery in some ways. But the rest of us, unfortunately, it has just been a scorcher. Not only today, but take a look at this. The entire month of July so far. This is a look at the high temperatures. It's July 12th. Well, we've had 12 consecutive days at or above 100, really cranking up the heat over the last few days where we've had high temperatures consistently above 103 for the past 4 days. Impressive to see July's relentless heat. And we've got a few more 100-degree days in the forecast. In fact, I'm forecasting 100 every day over the next 7 days, at least 100. Now, there are some people who are currently winning the rain lottery. Let's go ahead and look across parts of the hill country. Out just to the north of Comfort in Kendall County, there's a isolated thunder shower that's approaching that I-10 corridor there from Kerrville toward Comfort. There's a storm just southwest of Tarpley. Tarpley got a quick splash and dash shower there. Meanwhile, off to the east, a storm that was near Lockhart has since fallen apart, but they are producing these outflow boundaries. And so further downstream, closer to Guadalupe County, we may see some isolated development a little bit later here in the next hour or so. Meanwhile, in Lavaca County, seeing a shower and a storm just to the west of Hallettsville. A storm that was approaching Hallettsville has since fallen apart, unfortunately. And then off to the west near Rock Springs. Rock Springs, you look to the east and you can see some lightning near Devil's River State Natural Area. We're seeing a good cluster of thunderstorms as well. Again, these are very isolated, few and far between, but there were some who won the rainfall lottery around San Antonio, mainly near the Garden Ridge area, and then to the southeast of San Antonio, areas close to Mitchell Lake. Elmendorf, about a quarter to half an inch of rainfall earlier. But as I said, right now it's quiet around San Antonio. And, we'll continue with this theme of the rain lottery over the next few days. There's a couple of days where you may be able to gamble and take your chance. Tomorrow, only a 10% chance. Thursday, a slightly better chance, but still only a 20% chance. And then early next week on Monday, only a 20% chance. Big picture, though, a rain lottery is not going to cut it because we really need some good, healthy rain to put a dent in the drought. And we don't have any big rainmakers in our near future. Currently, it's 103 at the airport, but it feels like 105 because of dew points in the 60s. And outside, you can see that many areas are still well above 100 degrees. 105 in New Braunfels, 106 in Del Rio, 106 in Cotulla, and in Rock Springs, 93, a little bit of rain cooled air around there. Closer view around San Antonio, generally all of us are at or above 100 early this evening. For the remainder of the night, we're going to carry a 10% chance for a stray shower through about 8 p.m. And then temperatures are going to fall into the upper 80s by midnight, warm and humid for us. Early tomorrow morning, waking up with a few clouds, 80 degrees in the morning. We'll already be near 90 by about 10, and then 94 around lunch. 10% chance for a stray shower or storm tomorrow, but another 104-degree day tomorrow. And again, as I said, we're pretty much going to see 100 degrees over the next 7 days. Coming up at 6, though, I will have a check of the tropics for us.
Thank you, Sarah. More 100-degree days.
Yeah. Speaking of 100 degrees, speaking of hot, Greg Simmons, are you still outside standing in the heat?
Yeah, we are, because we want to show you where we are so you can come get all these prizes here. We're at the Las Palapas at O'Connor and 1604. We got some prizes here if you become the first 50 people to show up here at O'Connor and 1604. I'll tell you more about that and the Spurs winless in Vegas. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome live to the Las Palapas location at O'Connor in 1604. And in a moment, I'll tell you how you can get tickets to the KSAT Pigskin Classic, presented by your San Antonio area Chevy dealers. But first, Spurs looking for their first win in the NBA Summer League in Las Vegas would have to try to do without Josh Primo, who is sidelined with COVID, joining number 1 pick Jeremy Sohan out for the games. So others would have to step up against Houston, send in for Dominic Barlow, who just agreed to a 2-way contract, gets a basket to fall and the foul. Spurs lead 20-19 after 1. In the second quarter, defense rallies. Blake Wesley with the steal and the slam on the other end. The Spurs are up 27-22. Malachi Branham misses the three-pointer, but follows that up with a rebound at the basket, and the Spurs are up 54-46. Branham starts the third quarter strong as well. He nails a clutch shot here, the 3 for a 6-point lead. Now in the fourth quarter, Branham strikes again with the elbow jumper, finishes with the team high 20 points. Clearly the best performance of his part for the Spurs in the Summer League. Wesley right behind him with 14.6 rebounds and 4 assists. But the Rockets roll in the fourth quarter, outscoring the Spurs 51-30 in the second half, behind Jabari Smith's 19 points, including 3 3-pointers from the third overall pick in the 97-84 victory. Next up, the Atlanta Hawks. This will be on Thursday. The Hawks, by the way, are playing tonight. Former Spurs guard and 4-time NBA champion Tony Parker was in Las Vegas again last night for the Spurs game against the Rockets. Turns out he's scouting for his team in France, Asvel. He was asked if he could recall his first Summer League game after the Spurs drafted him 28th overall in the 2001 NBA draft.
My first Summer League game, I remember I was with Mike Brown, who's with the Warriors now, and I was looking in the stands during warm-up, and I was like, where's Coach Pop? and I went to Mike Brown. I was like, where's Coach Pop? I'm like, he's not here? And Mike Brown was like, oh, you know, Pop doesn't come to Summer League. And I was like, man, I was like kind of mad, because I was like, if I have a chance to be a point guard for the Spurs, I need the head coach to see me play. So I remember my first game, I scored 29 points, and I was like, second game, I look, and he was right there. Coach Pop was there, so I joked with Mike Brown. I was like, oh, now he's coming.
All right, thank you, Tony. Now, tickets are on sale here at Las Palapas to the KSAT Pigskin Classic. They're only $15 for all 3 games. If you're one of the first 50 people to show up here at our location at O'Connor 1604, you get a free coupon for a nice little snack and also this free T-shirt. Hope to see you soon. Live from Las Palapas, Greg Simmons, KSAT 12 Sports.
Thank you very much, Greg. Great price on tickets, and the best part is it's indoors. The games are indoors.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
We'll be right back after the break.
We're in triple-digit trouble over the next several days. A small chance for a stray shower or storm both tomorrow and Thursday. Slightly better chance. But again, the big weather story by far continues to be the drought and how unbelievably hot we are. We've had the hottest May, the hottest June, and so far the hottest July on record consecutively. Coming up, I'll compare this year to the 2011 drought as well.
It's important to stay hydrated now more than ever. Thanks for watching the news at 5.
World News is next, and we'll see you back here at 6.